Oh, good afternoon, children of God. Today we're at the local wildlife refuge. It's quite beautiful, as you can see. I'd kind of like to go down this path, but right now it's closed. So what do you do when the path you're trying to take is closed off? Well, if you look over here, there's different ways you can go for discovery. There's even a covered area here you can just sit or eat, there's restrooms here, but I'm assuming these little doors are probably for food. I don't know that for sure because I've only been here a couple times. That'd be kind of cool, right? Some concessions. Okay, so we got all kinds of information all over the paths. This area is quite large, and I don't know how much of it I'll actually be able to walk around. I mean, I'm in post surgery for my back. I'm feeling quite a bit better, but I thought it'd be cool to just kind of walk around and see what God is saying. Interesting. They've got a thing right here where you can clean off your shoes, so you're not tracking stuff in and out of the this here. Stay on the trail. That'd be nice to get out. It's beautiful. April 5th. 2022. We're just getting into spring right now. And with all the things that have been going on, isn't it nice to just get out and enjoy the beauty that God has created? Nice warm day. I'm guessing it's probably in the lower 50s right now. It's still not quite spring yet, but it's nice out. So I decided I'd take you with me on this tour. The cool thing is that if you allow God to take you in a direction that you didn't already plan out or expect, it's almost like a thriller or a mystery, right? Because you have no idea what's going to be around that corner, what that path is going to take you to. If you want, you can just sit here and rest and enjoy the beauty around you. Okay. I like that. Just basically acknowledging that we should be taking the time to enjoy what's right around us, what's right near us. Actually, there's a visitor center up above. I might turn around and go back up there. I want to see if they're open. The few times that I have been here, that visiting center has always been closed. Nice information on hummingbirds. I like hummingbirds. I think they're really cool. These tiny little frail things. Yeah. Let's go far enough to go see what the water's about right here. You can see there's a sign right here about the pollen. As you can see, these plants create a lot of pollen. No. That's kind of cool. One side's in Spanish and the other side is in English. so others can enjoy the information as well. I really just kind of wanted to see this. Oh, okay. It's not that big. Just a little small stagnant pond. It's like when I see that, it just reminds me that if you feel like there's death happening in your life, maybe that death is necessary. Because in the nature of things, when plants die, they fall to the ground and become nourishment for the next set of plants. I got a other side of the path here is a little bit larger. I don't know if you can see it. There's a duck on the other side of the pond just kind of swimming for food. I wanted to see what this area is about. This is your wetlands exploration area. I'm sorry if the audio is kind of weird. I'm not used to this new phone I just got. I try to keep it close to my mouth so you can actually hear what I'm saying. So I'm working on getting a wireless microphone that will eliminate that problem. But for now, please bear with me. So it's a picture with some information about owls. I don't know how I feel about the little symbol in the top left corner of the sign that shows somebody meditating. Although we should meditate on the Word of God, on His laws, on His statutes, constantly. I'm not sure that's the kind of meditation they're referring to with that, but let's go back. We already saw that. Oh. Yeah, as you can see, it's early in the season. So this area is closed for about another 3 weeks. I think that leads back up to where I showed you earlier. But then you have all this. Cool, there's moleholes everywhere. There's massive trees. You got plenty of area to just kind of wander around and look at stuff. I mean, it appears that some people may be out here just walking around for exercise. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm more of an explorer. I like taking my time to understand what's around me. Let's go see what this little... I think this just goes back around to the other side of the smaller pond. It was on the side of the... yeah. That's where I just was. Actually, I'm not sure I'm supposed to be back here. There's a nice little bird right there. His tail flitting around. I don't know if you can see him up there. Just, hey birdie birdie. Oh, there he goes. Alright. Well, I'm going to wander back up around to where the visitor center is. I want to see if they're open. Like I said, I've been here a few times. Every time I've been here, the visitor center has been closed. The reason I think they're open, it's the first time I've been through here. They got a little, like a guard shack, right at the entrance to this park. And this is the first time I've been here. There's actually somebody there. They just probably kind of keep track of people, make sure they're not speeding around or acting crazy. So the next time we talk, we'll be at the, which is right there. I mean, it's not that far. It's just going to be a couple minutes for me to get back up there. But it'll either be in the visitor center or not. All right, not quite back yet. Earlier I didn't realize, I didn't see this. And then you have this, it says be a wildlife tracker. Yeah, that cat picture's kind of creepy. Looks like a little play area for kids. Just a little sand pit. Alright. This is pretty cool. So I'm sitting down in this covered area, and I noticed they put these tracks in the cement. I don't think the animals did that. I think the people did that. And you can use that tracker sheet. I like these signs. I think they're metal. Alright, we made it back over here to the visitor center. Got these signs with information. Sculptures. I'll find out in a minute. It doesn't really look like the it doesn't look like the visitor center's open right now. Oh, look. Got butterflies and dragonflies. Let's go see if they're open. Yeah, unfortunately they're not open. Oh well. I'll come back here later. I don't know when they open. Imagine spring. We got this little rotunda. All life needs water. Something about fishing. The interesting thing is, all life does need water. Ooh, kind of an echo here. But the water I want to talk about was when Jesus met the woman at the well. And he told her, "Woman, could you draw me water?" And typically, the two cultures didn't have anything to do with each other. He was Jewish, she was not. The Jewish looked down on her people, and they knew that. She even said, well, hey, if you knew who I was, you wouldn't even be talking to me right now. Jesus knew full well who she was. And he told her her life story, which made her realize there's no way he could have known this information, that she's had 5 husbands and the man she's living with currently was not her husband. Which made her inquire, what is the water you're referring to? And Jesus said, if you drink this water, you're going to be thirsty again. Yes, all life needs water. But Jesus was talking about living water, which only he can provide. And when he told her, I'll give you water that if you drink, you'll never thirst again. Because Jesus, when he gives us salvation, it gives us everything we need. That will fulfill everything we need. Evidently there is a bus stop. And no dogs, no bikes, no jogging. And unfortunately it's closed, so I can't walk that way anyhow. But that's where the water reserve, I don't know if you can see it through there. The giant waterways. It kind of reminded me last time I was here of Jurassic Park, because it talks about all different types of wildlife, and that's what the sanctuary is for, is to provide a home that can't be disturbed. Every time I walk through here, the only wildlife that I have ever seen is birds. And it made me think of the scene in Jurassic Park where the guy says, hey, eventually on this dinosaur tour, you do have dinosaurs, right? All right, so I digress. I think this is more of a little area for the workers, but as you can see, this is kind of the heart of the preserve. Cool. You can probably hear the ducks from here. It's quite beautiful. But the pass going down there will be open the end of this month. So we got about 3 weeks. For now, we'll just watch from a distance. There's a few of these. Looks like chicken wire or something. I don't know what those are for. Another one over here. That one there looks like it's got grass growing in it. But I don't know if you can see. There's quite a few ducks and geese and cranes in the water. But I don't know if you can see through the camera. The number of birds in the grass is like 4 or 5 times what's in the water. It is kind of camouflage. It's hard to see them. Number one, I wanted to film this because I've never filmed this for my channel before, this park, this wildlife refuge. And as we look over the water, you can see the clouds. I just wanted to share something with you that I think God was showing me. He's saying even though there's still some dark clouds, there'll be some storms ahead. But eventually the storms will lighten up and there'll be freedom. I believe God is just saying trust Him in this time. It seems really bad. I know it's frustrating. It's hard to see that anything good can come out of this season. But God is just saying, trust Him to bring us through. And when the clouds break and the skies open up, that He's going to do an awesome thing. I hope this brings you encouragement. And again, if you don't have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, I want to take a minute just to ask you that if you want to pray with me, it's very simple. All you got to say is, Jesus, I'm a sinner. I need you in my life. Forgive me for my sins, Lord. I want to follow you. Reveal yourself to me. Show me who you really are. In Jesus' name. And just like the sky, in the spirit realm, it might have been dark and cloudy, but as soon as you pray that prayer, the clouds open up, and God will reveal himself to you. My friends, that is the most awesome thing that could ever happen. And if you have prayed that, please let me know. Because that is why I do this. Every chance that I get to do this, that is the whole reason I do it. Is so that you will know Jesus Christ like I do. You have a personal relationship with him. That's the whole reason he created us. Yes, there is a refuge under his wings. Thank you for letting me spend this time with you. And again, if you did pray that prayer, please post comments. If you want to direct message me, please let me know. I will give you that information. But have a good afternoon, children of God.